Uh, Welcome back to On the Ground. So, in today's episode, or this episode, we're going to cover a number of things I've been doing. Um, some of the things I've been learning and going over. Some of the things I'm taking into consideration on doing. And kind of an entry level, cheap computer build. Since I'm probably going to have to build another computer and set up a secure network. It is secure currently, but there's more that I need to do. So, if you haven't watched my previous video, I recommend that you watch it, part 1 and part 2. It's very important. So, on this episode, we're going to talk about what I've been doing. Okay, I haven't been able to really, or haven't spent a lot of time on getting the Honda up and going because of the whole me being hacked, my computer being locked up, and having to address that issue. So, I've been kind of devoting time to learning more about Linux, the operating system, and how to secure my network. And other things. Currently, I have Linux Mint as my operating system. There's some stuff that needs to be changed about it, but this is what I have currently. It's a version of Linux Mint. It's more user friendly for beginners or newcomers to Linux. But I tried a variety of different ones. You just didn't see it. I tried Debian 12. It's like it's another distro, but it's a stable one, which is the one I may be going to later on after I learn more about Linux. And how to actually use the operating system and to have a more knowledgeable, clearer picture and understanding of how to give the computer commands and retrieve files and not reformat files, but extract files and install things, operating system, software, get it operating correctly, drivers and things like that, which is all necessary for computers, especially in Linux. Anyways, so I've been having to kind of address that. I already have some familiarity with computers, but Linux is a completely different operating system. So there's a lot of things there differently. It's not real complicated, but it can get more complicated for someone who has no prior experience with it or little experience with it. So it's just something I have to learn more about. And I've been learning. I got some ebooks on my phone. It's pretty good. So I might cover those books in this episode. This may be a lengthy episode, so I may have to adjust the upload. It may come in numerous parts. I may break it up into different sections or different topics. So this first part is I've been doing trial runs and tests on installations, familiarizing myself with these different versions of Linux. Tried EndeavourOS, Debian 12, Arch Linux, Ubuntu desktop, Linux Mint, different variations of different desktop environments, Plasma, use GNOME. This is Cinnamon. This is a desktop, not necessarily the background picture, but the interface, how you operate with it, which is very similar to Windows. So I've been dealing with that, learn more about that. It's on a secure virtual private network right now. I got it set up for that. But yeah, I've been pulling drives, installing drives, pulling drives, and installing drives, and installing and familiarizing myself. But there's some components this computer, it has a NVIDIA GPU, and it just doesn't. I've had a lot of problems with trying to get it to work properly with this computer, and I installed the correct drivers the correct way, and they were operational and working fine. But it just didn't perform well. That, like I mentioned in the previous video, NVIDIA graphic cards, whether it's Gigabyte, Asus, ASRock, or whatever other company that makes that has these GPU graphics card units, the boards with their own fan designs, the cooling solutions, and branding name, marketing. NVIDIA's are just, they don't work well with Linux, which is an open source platform. It's hard, you'll have to Google that and stuff, which I don't even see. I use DuckDuckGo. Let's see here. This is my search engine. It's called DuckDuckGo for now. It's not Google. I think they could work in collaboration with Google and Mozilla Firefox. It also does. But my plans is to go all off of Google completely. But see, the problem is with Google is they control what results you can get on the internet, and there's a lot more information on the internet than what Google will provide for you in the search results. And it prioritizes the search results based on its, I don't know if it's the algorithm or how it's programmed. See, Google, they operate with an advanced supercomputer, one of the most advanced and powerful supercomputers in the world, with AI technology. Google is their company itself, it's a highly secure company. Google basically tracks everything you do, way more than you think. They can get into your phone, they can look at what you're doing, they can monitor you, they can track you, they can know anything they want. It doesn't matter what kind of security you have. The government has that kind of power. But, I wouldn't worry too much about that stuff. The reason I wouldn't worry too much about that stuff is because, there's millions of people, billions, and which is one of the reasons why it takes such a powerful computer for people to do search results.